welcome back, everybody. We are still Queenin in the City, episode 3, y'all, Atlanta. We are here. The ladies are looking lovely. Once again, we have the beautiful Attendant Noir. Tell them how to find you.
Again, thewellnessnoir.com, and then on Instagram, thewellnessnoir.
We have the lovely B. Taylor.
Hey.
Yeah.
She fine.
She fine.
I try. Two kids.
Hey, how do they find you,
Girl,
Mama?
They can find me.
Mamacita?
Mamacita. I am on YouTube, B Taylor TV, and B Taylor _TV on Instagram and TikTok.
All right, and then we got our beautiful, lovely back again, Craven. Tell the people how to find you, girl.
Okay, Crave Confidence on TikTok and Facebook. Y'all know people don't hang out on Facebook like they used to. But anyway, that's where I'll be.
That's what she's going to be. And don't forget about the band.
Absolutely. The
Don't forget about the
Levites are on YouTube as the Levites. One Levite, actually. So.
All right. Well, y'all ready to jump back in?
We
Yes.
ready.
All right. So I want to talk about something that's really hot right now. But I'm going to water it down just a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So recently we know the Diddy Trial, y'all.
Oh, yes. I watched you.
Great job.
Thank you.
You did
Thank
that,
you.
honey.
You watched?
Yes, I
Oh,
was
my
praying to
God.
watch it, praying to watch it.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so I had the pleasure, the honor of flying out to New York City to cover the trial. What I learned in that courtroom is not what I thought I knew at home. And it completely shifted my ideology regarding women
Yeah.
receiving benefits from men, what's considered to be victim, grooming, and all of that. Because we
Yeah.
now live in a culture where getting flued out is the thing, honey.
Mm.
But in that Diddy trial, that could be considered sex trafficking and or transportation for prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
You giving up your benefits if you dating as a woman. You still want to get flued out. Is it okay for a man to treat you nice? What are your expectations as a woman when it comes to your connection with the man? Who wants to tackle that first?
Ooh.
Are we talking about if we was to be with a man like Diddy? That
That's
that
girl.
powerful?
Well, first of all, that's what you're supposed to be aiming for anyway. So what did you do? Got her.
Okay.
Right? Aren't we supposed to
Yeah.
be going for the best of the best?
We supposed
Is
to.
he the best
Cream
of
of
the
the crop.
best?
He not the best of the best. He
Well-
the richest of the richest.
That's, yeah.
Oh.
You got the
So, okay,
influence
look,
and money.
Where the money reside.
All right. We going. What a money. Where you okay, listen. So let's back up. They want to back that thing up. So
Mhm.
what are you looking for in a man?
It is not, not necessarily his wallet, but we do want to be taken care of, and we should be, right?
Yeah.
But like somebody who has their character and their morals in line, they have to align with my values. So again, my life is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
We keep it very simple. I don't want all the drama of, extra this, extra that, extra women, extra all that. No. Give me
Well, little
something that I
money?
can count on.
I mean, will money make it a little bit less of a
Absolutely.
headache?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, my husband is a mover and a shaker. So
Okay.
the money does what it do.
It
So,
resides.
Yeah, it resides.
It resides.
Morally, right? It's good money, too.
Yes.
Not earned in the wrong way.
Say good
money
trouble,
resides.
too.
Good money.
Good trouble.
Linked to our purpose, right?
Okay.
Not just some money
Ooh.
that you just want to get some money, but align with what we actually do
Okay.
in the
Mhm.
world. So
That's fair.
I love
That's
it.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. What you looking for in a man before we even get to the benefits and what during the courtship?
When I was in the dating world, I
Mhm.
was looking for somebody that was on what I was on.
Mm-hmm.
What was you
So if I
on?
was on the foolishness and the foolery, I needed a jester too.
Mhm.
Let's go and you want to fly out? Let's fly out. We'll buy our clothes when we get there. Okay.
Oh,
that's
Whatever,
that money,
right?
money,
Yeah,
money.
Nice.
yeah, right. Or if I wanted the homebody, no, I don't really want to do all of that. I need somebody that's the good boy, not the bad boy. Like I said, I'm on what you want, but the money is always the constant.
Yes.
You have to be able to afford everything for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
And that's a part of how I developed such a palate for good living and good life. Thank you to you. you.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Come on now.
You're welcome.
Don't mess with my tutu. You know that song back in the day? But listen, come on. We got to give honor to these men that have shown us a good time by way of dating us, or like in a way where they got it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, where they can take you out on a date and not be cringing at the fact that you want a glass of wine.
Oh
So
yeah.
I've had the pleasure of dating professional men that could afford nice restaurants, but I was also a working woman, right? And always kept the
Right.
job. So my expectation was for you to court me when I was dating.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're going to have to court me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to go out if you can. And if not, I may hang out with you and be going out with him. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Now,
Definitely.
My husband knew that as a young man, though. We
Yes.
just laughed about that the other day. That one of my friends was like, "Oh man, I guess all this pressure of paying for dates." I was like, "Wait, I ain't paid for dates the whole 2 years we were dating.
oh,
Like
You
the
weren't
whole
supposed
2
to.
years." That's right. But now that's not what's being taught and told, right? So I was like, now in nowadays standards, I would look like a gold digger. Like I had a job, but also his expectation was that he was going to pay for dates too. I
but
think
he probably
times
was he
have
raised like
changed.
that?
He had to be his own example. I would just say it nicely like that. He knew what
Okay.
he wanted, and he knew he had standards for himself. So he didn't have a lot of examples, but that's, he paid for dates.
Men with money don't mind gold diggers.
See there.
It's not a gold digger.
It's the men
They're
that
dating in
don't
their
have
price
no money
range.
that's
That's
mad
right.
Yeah.
at the
That's
women
right.
who require more
Yeah.
because they ain't got much to give.
I saw a meme the
True.
other day, and it was hilarious. It was by Justin Leboy. Justin Leboy. He said, "Call a man broke, and he really broke, and watch him beat your ass."
That's true.
It was hilarious.
It's true, though.
A broke man,
Call him
how
a brokey,
angry he is.
and he's a broke.
Right.
And he will make you suffer on purpose. He will make your life a living hell as a woman because he's broke and he's angry.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you are with a broke man, you are risking your life.
Right.
That's
Why
a
do
health
women
hazard,
go
huh?
with broke men? Just
Because
out of
the D be
curiosity.
good.
What?
The D be
I was
good.
gonna say that's probably what
They
was being
ain't got
said.
nothing
It's not
else to
my
give but
experience.
that.
but-
Insecurity, too. The
Well,
insecurity.
she said, she been out here longer than you. She said, that ain't got nothing to do with insecurity. That ain't what she said.
Okay.
No, the D be
She
good.
said the
They
D.
had a lot of time to practice, study, be on Google researching how to
Are
please
they
a woman.
homosexuals?
They are homosexuals.
Oh, yes.
Homosexuals
That's
are
a
the
real
best D.
word.
Homosexuals.
That's a real
Okay,
term.
They earning their
Homos-
keep.
They earning their keep. They concubines. They gonna give on what they got.
He broke and work hard for your money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Drop you off at work.
In your house.
In your car.
In
With your
car.
right? In your
With your
car.
full tank of gas and
Uh-huh.
bring it back
Yeah,
home.
Have
couldn't
you
see
out
me
there
out-
fighting Kiki?
Yeah.
Over Pookie.
They wasn't even in the
Yes,
same
yeah.
sphere with them. I'm like, Oh, you got baby daddy written all over you. No, thank
Yes.
But some women are insecure though too, where
Okay, break it
especially
down.
like the prominent women,
you.
where they can't go or feel like they can't go toe to toe with a man of their equal in
Okay.
finances, wits, emotions,
Oh wow.
all of that. So they'll dummy down a
Or they
little
want
bit.
to run that man. Let's be honest. A man who don't have much to give can't really call the shots the way that like a
Mhm.
man that has some money and some standards. She can't run him.
Now
'cause
you
you're
know damn well
replaceable.
if he ain't got nothing, he not finna come in your house running the show.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
some women just want control of that man because
Yeah.
he's easily to be controlled. A man that got some
No.
money and all of this stuff, you gonna have to
I
go
don't
by
think you
his
should have a
rules.
say if you broke.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But they do.
No, that's what I'm
but
saying.
they do.
But
You
they-
women
can
allow
say,
it.
say,
If you
go
got a
come out
broke
there
man running your
and-
household, Lord, just throw the whole house away.
It happens.
Are you saying like he's
It
like a
happens.
project, or is that a different point?
No, I'm
Is
saying
that-
women go for men that they feel like can't have a voice.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, you moved into my place. You
Mhm.
don't have the money and the means or the self-esteem, and I can run you.
But that
because
says a
I
lot
feel
about you as a
powerful
woman.
It does say a
Yeah.
lot
That's
about
what I
you
said.
as a
That's her
woman.
Yeah.
low
Yeah, it's her
self-esteem.
insecurity because she know he
Yes.
ain't going nowhere. Because where can he
Yeah.
go?
Well,
Until
then-
she cleans him up,
Yeah,
and
oh,
then he
that's what I was
has
gonna say.
all of that,
Mhm.
and then he leaves
A
her.
broke man would never go for the woman that he really want to be with.
Well,
First of all, this got to make
I don't know.
sense.
Wait.
This ain't making no sense to me.
A broke
Hold
man-
on.
Brokey.
Come all the way back.
She
Let's
said-
just
she
start
said-
with.
who?
Let's just start. Let's recenter with the fact that you said some women that date broke men is because they want to control them.
Mhm.
What do y'all think? Is that true? Is that not true?
I would agree.
No.
Again, because that's her insecurity. She lacks control in other areas, so she can control this.
So when you dated him, what was your notion?
I didn't date a broke.
Okay, that was a trick question. That was a trick question. I'm just trying to say.
Listen, the estate noir.
No hesitation.
Okay.
Excuse me, that does not apply.
Never that.
Now,
Well, hold on now, because you about to ask me. First of all,
you see how I did like this?
Look, this don't give I date broke. But I will say I've been tricked into dating a guy thinking that he had money.
Was he unemployed?
No, I ain't never date no unemployed man.
Okay.
He just didn't have as much money. He was buying me all these things.
Okay.
And then, yeah, like
that ain't you can't. Yeah.
I started talking too much.
Yeah, she's trying to back it up now.
Is this her confession?
I'm a tow truck. I'm gonna pull you forward.
Okay.
But we're gonna come back. I'm gonna let you get it. Okay. Why would a woman date a broke man?
I say, it's kind of similar to what you were saying. It's a project. We like to, fix things up. By nature, that's what we do. We make things better, right?
Oh.
So, yeah, you run into a man, he needs you in that way. It's kind of like a motherly instinct, but it just ain't never been my thing.
So does that become your son?
Girl.
Oh.
I could never.
Is that your
I just couldn't. I already have Cherry. That's crazy. That's a lot of bandwidth that you got to use.
Yeah,
I already got
grow a
Cherry.
man up. That's crazy.
And that's
But
the one
that does
that
become her son.
Yeah, I'm evolving with one, but I never had to be his boss. He was never a project. He was always a few steps ahead of me.
Yeah.
Even at a young age. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
We be getting down on it, don't we?
Yeah.
And so when you see that happen and the relationship or situationship falls apart and you ask the woman, well, what did you see in him? Oh, I saw potential.
Oh, no, ma'am.
We don't date potential. We don't give our time to potential.
You can do that.
Because they wouldn't do that
Again,
for us.
we were 18 and 19. I had to go with potential.
Right. I was about to say it depends on age.
I
But
had
this
to.
day, what are you telling your daughters?
Well, I mean, first of all, don't look at the finished product of your daddy because he wasn't always this man.
Oh.
He had to grow into that.
Right. And so I know with my oldest, not tell her business, but we often have to say, like, they'll have to grow into some of this. You'll have to help him develop in some of this. So don't look at your dad now and be like, well, he's not doing this, because that'll have her like knocking down all the possibilities.
That's true.
But red flags, she knows not to ignore those.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there's a
Mom
natural maturation that
issues.
comes along with that. Yeah.
You won't work. You don't like your mama.
Oh.
Those kind of things she has to stay away from. An unstable family. Not saying we didn't come from a blueprint, but she does.
I love that.
Yes.
We didn't.
But she does.
Yeah.
She knows
I
what
love
she's
that.
looking for. Some of the first things that she'll say, like, and he comes from this sort of family. And I'm like, that's good that you recognize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you talk to her about money and her worth? Let me tell you why. Because I always feel like, not always.
That's my word.
Sometimes I believe that Black women get the short end of the stick as it relates to dating and their the great expectations. And listen, don't be aiming too high. You need to come in prepared to pay 50-50. You need to come in prepared to get a dude that's making 30-40. Do you ever talk to her and say, go and reach for the highest fruit?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's her birthright. Like,
ooh, you better talk.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's
I think she's worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anytime she call her daddy, he just come on the double. Come with solutions. Any man that come after that, I'm sorry, fellas.
Yeah.
You gotta toe the line. That is what she expects. That's what she's used to. And you can't then be, like we talked about, like you can't go for this type of woman and then be like, I want one with daddy issues. I'm sorry, not you.
Yeah.
No, it's not her. So I definitely talk to her about like what they're supposed to be doing and what she's supposed to look for, even at that age. He has to be ambitious. He has to want to have a family. There's not enough family men coming up through the ranks. Yeah.
Right.
Sure
Right.
They want the baby, not the family.
They don't really want the baby half the time.
No, I don't think they be wanting
They don't want the baby either.
They be wanting the babies.
I
They be
don't
wanting
think
the
so.
babies.
Not according to statistics.
Them statistics be lying. Let me tell. Hold on, what a camera at? What a camera at?
To me, a man that wants a
lying.
baby does everything to stay in the house with the baby. Listen to what I said. A man that wants a baby does everything to stay in the home. To be with, hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. A man that truly wants a child does everything in the home to stay in there, including treating his mother right.
Okay, hold on. You said a man. We talking about most males. It takes a certain type of man to get to that
But
point.
the women are making babies with males.
Exactly.
Mm.
Because
So-
males, they want to
Mhm.
procreate. That is a part of their nature. We go on wild in the animal kingdom. They want to spread their
No,
seed
I
as
don't
much as
think they wanna-
possible.
Procreate. I think they want sex and they want to feel good. And as a
Right.
result, they take off condoms or refuse to use them. But it has
Right.
nothing to do with procreation,
true.
in my opinion. Well,
Because
come on.
Then they forget that's how babies are made.
Right. Because
Yeah.
in the animal kingdom,
They just want, they
So
want
you
the,
don't think
you-
it's
you
some man
grow
out
the
there that
pride.
just, I want you as a baby mama.
no, he wants the full experience of sex.
He
and
wants-
that
he
includes the
also
happy
wants to
ending at the
procreate.
end without a barrier, which
I've
is a
heard
condom.
a man literally
What you
say, I
think?
want her to be my baby mama.
Oh,
But
wow.
most men don't.
But why?
because he wants
Because you
he
know
wants
what?
the
Like-
benefits of her being the baby
Yeah.
mama. He doesn't
You
really
don't have
want
to
the
be at
baby.
home.
He wants the
He
don't want the
benefit
baby.
Why would he
of
say
the
that about that specific
sex.
one, though?
Because he wanted a certain
Agreed.
type of look.
Yes.
of
Agreed.
his
He's not
baby.
wanting the actual baby.
Yeah.
It's the thought and the fantasy.
He wants to conquer you and
I
your
don't think-
temple.
It's
I
a
think-
movie.
Yeah.
When you're talking about like him selecting like a certain baby mama, I'm like, what was he looking for? Because
Well, it
I
was a
think
black man.
any of us would
Hold
be
on.
terrible baby mamas.
Wait.
I think any of us would be terrible baby mamas. It's a sad situation.
Mm.
It's a lot of work.
They want the benefit.
Because you can take a beautiful, wonderful woman and, you know, have a baby with her and then not take care of the baby. Well, what is she going to become? She going to always be gracious and sweet?
No,
you
she's gonna
turn
be
me
on your
into
He
ass.
don't care about that.
Oh.
That's why I said they don't
Because
want.
in that courting stage, to get the sex out of you, she's nurturing him. She's
Ugh.
doing all of those things that made him say, I want you to be my baby
Man.
mama.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear that, ladies, at a different level?
He knows,
Yeah.
he know that she's
That's
going
what I'm
somewhere.
talking
Upwardly
about.
She's
mobile.
gonna
Yeah.
be successful.
You can't-
He's always gonna want ties to her.
Oh,
he knows
geez.
his child's gonna
no,
be
ma'am.
good. He's a,
no,
yeah.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
There
Yeah.
are some
But
men
that's
out
why
there
I
that
Positive
entered into this
stereotype.
conversation
Mm.
about what you looking for as a woman.
Mhm.
And are you reaching for the highest fruit as opposed to the lowest hanging fruit? Because if you are so busy worried about him, you gonna reach for that because it feels good in the moment. But
Mhm.
it's like asinine at the end.
Yeah.
And that's why women are so afraid to say, you don't make enough.
Because we were taught to go for love.
No, the lowest hanging fruit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I don't hear most girls say, my grandmother or my mama taught me to go with a man that love. They say hardworking, good job,
Mm.
da 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 da. How many, not what you're teaching your daughter, how many of you were actually sat down and said, go for love?
My dad.
Oh,
He
sweet.
said, go for somebody that
Before or after you had children?
before.
Okay, gotcha. Keep going.
I was never, first of all, I grew up in a very Christian household. Sex was never talked about.
Mhm.
Dating or relationships were never talked about. It was taboo in my household. So I had to go out and watch. Mind you, I was sheltered.
Mhm.
So I thought fantasy, Disney,
Yeah.
all of that, going out there looking
That's
for my
real.
white and shining armor. And I
Right.
went out there and I met a lot.
Yeah.
Told me like it was the wolves. My parents sent me to the wolves.
You found Shrek.
I
Instead.
ain't never been with no strap.
Not in
You know what
appearance,
I'm
but in
saying?
mentality.
I
No,
feel
in
you.
mentality, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what to look for, and I felt like my father should have told me that men, like, yeah, you hear the saying like, men lie, but if they show up consistently, that mean they really like you. But men will show up consistently for
Until.
years to get what they want out of you
Mhm.
until they
So
don't
real.
want it.
Mhm.
That's what they don't teach you.
But
And you don't look for the signs, and you tolerate a lot.
But on the flip side of that coin, there's a level of responsibility and accountability for women to
Yes.
also say, let me reach, I'm still coming back to this, the
Mhm.
benefit package.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't going to like this conversation, but we need to have it.
Oh, for sure. I always thought I
agree.
deserved better. Like I
Yes.
I had a interesting childhood, like a lot of people.
Mhm.
But in the back of my mind, I was like, no, God wants me. He wants me to have better than what I've experienced,
Yeah.
what I've
Mhm.
seen. I don't even
Better
know what
food,
better looks
better
like.
house, better
I
this.
know
have
what
no
better
idea,
is.
no clue. I'm not creating it as I go.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
just knew like some men were going to be trajectory changers, and they
Yes.
looked like they were trying to mess my life up. As soon as you got an inkling that tonight,
Oh
as soon
yeah,
as
I
got
stay
an
away from
inkling that
pookies.
Oh, you heard what
And
she
the
said.
Ray
Look,
Rays.
even if you look like you're trying to mess my life
Ooh,
up.
trying to mess me
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
up.
no.
If you coming for me, like my self-esteem, what I'm wearing, the way I speak, my ambitions, what I want to do, you're not for me. And I'm going to just let you go to the one that you for, but
Right.
Yeah,
I deserve better.
Go tear somebody else down.
Okay.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I've always felt like I've deserved better.
Yeah.
And when I was ready, I don't know why I thought I was ready at 18 when I met my husband. But
Maybe you
he
were,
was
though.
there. He was there. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is what I want. This is what I want.
Mhm.
And you've been in it for 27 years.
27 years. Happy.
Yes. Yes.
That's amazing.
I used to fly. I was a flight attendant for 12 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to fly with this, like, flight attending, flying all across the world has exposed me to so many different people. I've had so many different loving, nurturing conversations with people that I probably would not have had in a regular life.
Wow.
And I used to fly with this white guy named Bill. He's married with children, redhead. You know, redhead white men are real white.
Mhm.
And I remember we would do multiple trips, not on purpose. Sometimes you just get paired.
Yeah.
I remember he turned around and he said, he called my name. He said, make sure you marry for money and not love.
Oh.
Like a father. I said, okay, Bill. Gave him his drinks. He said, I'm not kidding with you.
Oh.
I said, okay. And in that moment, I said, he must see something in me.
Mhm.
Like nice things. And that never left and I was like, if they're raising their daughters
Absolutely.
and putting those seeds and teaching them how to water it, how come nobody else told me that?
Yeah.
Because maybe he's basing it on my education level and this and that. He never told me why, but he told me to do it. To this day, I will prep any woman, secure the resources. Love comes and goes. Love hurts. You can get cheated on with love, but the resources
Yeah.
makes it a little
Yeah,
bit.
And that's how real men love.
Does that make sense?
it does.
Real men
It
love
does.
by providing.
They do.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
the
what I
other
was
ones who don't want to, please.
I was taught that you marry someone that loves you more than you love them.
Yeah.
Because in that love, just like you said,
Mhm.
they're going to make sure that all of your needs, all of your wants, all your desires are
Mhm.
met.
Yep.
But it's
Bottom
not
line.
stagnant.
No, because
That love can change. He may love
It
you
does- it-
more. You
it-
see what I'm
it-
saying?
look,
That can
it
be a
does
dangerous
change.
game.
It
Does that make
grows,
sense?
and
I
it
wanna
gets better.
I want to ask too, like, is it different? Because, you said Bill was a white guy. Is it different, or why is it different for Black men? Like, when they hear that we want you to be a provider, they hear that at some other level, or marry for money, they hear that on some other level. Why is that?
You trying to take something from them.
The
Trying to
narrative,
use 'em.
the
You trying to
narrative was
use 'em.
different
You
for
trying
them.
to take
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why is it, guys, that y'all become so?
Them comments.
I'm looking out to the audience.
Absolutely.
Why is it that the sheer fact of sharing anything financially with a woman makes you cringe? Who taught you that that's a bad thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
got any boys?
I have one son.
Okay. Why would your son feel, let's just say you doing everything you can to raise him.
Mhm.
And why would your son come home with that reaction, let's just say at age 30?
I don't think he does. I remember.
But if he did.
Yeah. I remember in high school asking him, like, is he dating anyone, looking to date or whatever? Because we did not want it to be taboo. I don't want them sneaking around. So we tried to talk about it a lot. And I'm sure they snuck around. But anyway, he said to me, I don't have a job and I don't have any money. So no, I'm not dating right now.
Okay.
And I was like, well, okay, maybe he's gleaning some things. That's good. Because really, though, if you can't pay for dates, you can't afford to
You can't
date people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
You seem like you've dated quite well.
Maybe.
Have you ever had a man you kind of felt he's doing this probably to get this, but that ain't really who he is? And
Oh, yeah.
Okay, tell us a little
Oh,
bit more.
yeah. Absolutely. So, I mean, like my friend over there said, you get all of the bags, the shoes, the trips, or whatever. And it is literally just the manipulation and the intent behind it, the motive behind it, literally. And with that, if you take all of that away and have those conversations that you're supposed to have, there's no substance in that conversation. None whatsoever. So at that point, I'm like, if I want surface, let's go to France.
Yeah.
But if I want substance, then we gotta go to Walgreens and, help me pick up this prescription that I need.
Did you hear that though? She said,
Yeah.
I want. And I think, to one of your earlier points, Black women have a hard time articulating that because what we feel like the perception is. It is on my desire. He can ask me all day long,
Always.
and I can say yes or no.
Wants,
I have to put up
desires,
with
and
that.
needs
That's right.
have to be met.
That's right.
With
Because if
equal
I'm not
measure.
fulfilled, then I can't move like I need to in the world.
Mhm.
Okay, what does that mean?
For me, like,
I can't move like I need to. You got
Yeah.
to make it make sense.
okay, so
I'm following you.
Yes. I have my own purpose. So I've been married. We think that we lay down everything that we are to be a wife. I have my own thing. I'm here right now. I've got to do my thing,
Yes.
right? Because of his stability, though, I can move like Craven.
I love that.
I haven't had to
Yes.
change my hair, my face, this.
Mhm.
I'm not doing that. So like I'm able. I feel like when I die and God is asking what did I do with the stuff He told me to do, I can't be like, well, Lord, I helped my husband write that book. I helped him publish. I helped him start this. He's gonna be like, no.
What did
Mm-mm.
you do?
Yeah, what did I
Yeah.
tell you to do? And did you do that? And I think that's key because, I got to be me.
That takes
Yeah.
me. Y'all got my brain. Like I'm like, whoa.
Because your mate will help you meet your purpose.
They're
Absolutely.
supposed.
That's why we
know
hook
they're
it up.
supposed
Like
to.
we got together to do music together, and there's so many like couples who want the wife does music, the husband does music. They don't do it together, and it almost always ends badly.
Can men be jealous of women? in
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
relationships?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked
Most
about that in marriage counseling.
Okay.
The pastor that led ours was like, you two come to the table individually with these individual gifts. Never be jealous of each other. Find a way to help, have those collaborate.
Mhm.
But yeah, they can be jealous. Absolutely.
How does it show up? Let me ask this one to B. Taylor. How does it show up in your opinion if a man's jealous of a woman?
Ooh, oh my God. In a relationship, he never compliments you. You step out, you looking good.
Uh-oh.
He sabotages you in a way. He tells you, no, babe, you're not gaining weight. He doesn't be honest with you that you're starting to not look like yourself.
Uh-oh.
And he constantly criticizes you.
Mhm.
You wearing that? Or he'll antagonize you by saying things like, dang, she fine in
Mhm.
front of you. And show like, oh man, she looks so good. Or start posting his crushes on his stories, knowing that you're watching it. And the women look nothing like you.
Ooh.
And this is single stuff.
What you mean?
Because if my husband did, he would be homeless.
Right.
If somebody
You know how many
It happens
women
in
come
marriages
and
too.
see they man's
Yeah,
explore page, or
yeah.
they're putting Wednesday crush, whatever, Thursday crush or
Mhm.
Wednesday crush, women crush Wednesday. Yeah, they'll put different women that don't look nothing like you, and it digs at your insecurities.
Yeah.
But let me say this, and I get that. But have you ever fantasized over somebody that don't look nothing like him?
Oh, baby, yes. I
Yes.
don't make it loud, but I do.
Okay. So but you're saying some men are so jealous that they're going to put that in front of your face to
Mhm.
make you uncomfortable. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, or they'll sabotage you. They don't support your business.
Yes.
They don't support anything that you're doing to help elevate you. They'll try to control you.
Or like the personality digs. Like,
or they act
you're
like they
so
don't like
loud.
you. Yeah. they
Oh.
don't
Why are you
like
so
you.
loud? Why do you joke so much?
Why are you so annoying?
I call that the counterattack.
Oh,
You know?
Oh.
Mhm.
yeah. You liked me for my personality, but now you want me to stuff it,
Ooh.
to fix in your.
Why
But
can't
you
you
know
be
that's
like
a
her?
statistic that
Yeah.
the same reason people get married are the same reasons they get a divorce.
That's wild, and I believe that. I believe that to
Really?
be true.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
ma'am.
I didn't think when you out in public or you're in front of your friends and family and they bring up things that's like they're trying to joke with you, but they throw you under the bus or they say certain things
The
that
back
embarrasses you.
end.
And they be
Yeah.
like, oh, I was just joking.
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
don't do
Don't
that.
play the games.
You feel like men can be jealous of women in relationships?
Yes,
You do?
absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to expand. She's like, oh.
She's gonna leave it there.
So, sorry, Ralph.
Oh.
We'll be specific.
Okay.
When you are upwardly mobile and climbing in your career and they're stagnant, that jealousy because the finances are different. When we were equally yoked financially, babe, I got this. Yeah, you can do this. Go ahead. But when I catapulted over him, it was
different.
Yeah,
God.
it was time to break up.
Like, how does he not see that as an extension of his stability? I don't understand. Like, I know I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe it can be true in a lot of instances, but why don't they see that as an asset? You know, like, why would you want to be with a bummy woman if your woman is ambitious?
I say
It's
because they
the
watched your
ego.
mama crawl.
Yeah, and it's the
Isn't that
ego.
crazy?
They
how
watched your
that
mama
happens?
crawl and she never stood up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Isn't
she
that
continued
crazy?
to crawl.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by crawl started
Yeah.
from the bottom, but we never got to the part of now I am here.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want your woman to have better than your single mom who struggled?
Because
And
it
then-
makes him feel insufficient
Yes.
as a
Oh,
man.
wow.
Yeah.
Or you
Yes.
realize you were cheated or robbed somehow out of childhood. Maybe mama ain't so perfect.
Uh-oh.
That's a whole different
That's a whole-
conversation.
And then why
What-
are you too ambitious? You know, because that's where the personal attacks are. You're too
Mhm.
ambitious. You're too confident.
You're
You're
too
too
much.
poised. Why? Yeah.
I don't
That's a
have that. I'm
whole-
able
And
to
I
like
said, "You too
move my
little."
agenda along and support his and vice
Mhm.
versa. And it's a beautiful thing because we both got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I want to
cool
come
thing.
back to that conversation
Yes,
a little bit
Lord.
later. Mamas.
Oh,
Mm.
Lord.
Oh.
Have a wonderful, wonderful mother with love.
That concludes this portion of Queenin in a City. We will see you soon. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Bye.